Welcome back, everyone. To oxygen not included. So last episode we did make some progress. We are starting to dream. We have a dream. I think it'll take about 7 more cycles or something like that is what we decided on before we figure out what that will actually do for us. Um, so we'll figure that out eventually. We do need to get chlorine gas up here into this system, and actually I was thinking about this a little bit more because we ran into a chlorine crisis right here and here. So we're going to have to get this gas out of this room, but I'm thinking we can temporarily create some kind of piping systems to get the chlorine gas out of the air and back up into here. But actually, I was thinking about it, maybe we're doing things the hard way here, right? So chlorine gas definitely sinks to the bottom. And I'm going to flip this on. I can't remember why I turned that off. So draw some water up here. So what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like, so we have this huge extra ladder, fire pole and whatnot to come up here and grab the pinch of pepper nuts, right? But, and I'm gonna put like a small like ladder system, I guess, right here. Why don't we just floor this right here and then move the bleach stone up here and then create a room out of this alone, because I don't really care about this area at all, and this whole thing is kind of a mess anyway, right? So I'm thinking about breaching this, opening this again to the like general public, right? It's just a nasty area of polluted oxygen. Which actually it is connected over here too, so we do have to keep that in mind. But yeah, why don't we just floor this off, and then the chlorine gas will sit on the base floor here and then fill up into this area, which is what we want anyway. Right now we have the chlorine gas filling, this bottom floor, and it's not letting us grow our balm lilies, which is the other reason why we're doing all of this. So, and actually, it would allow us to tap into this. I didn't even think about this part. It'll allow us to tap into this without having to worry about it either. So we can just kind of continue our farm, so to speak, eastward. So yeah, I think we're going to figure out what we got to do for that instead. I think it'll be, I mean, it kind of makes sense, yeah, just to do this and then have a floor right here. So I think that'll be ideal right there. And I think what we might do is open this up too. I'm trying to remember what we're doing right here as well. Are we? Yeah, I think we're just deconstructing all of this. Right. I like how he left the room and then came back in. He's like, actually, I'm going to take that thing out right now. So we are still... Let's see, we have the 2 lines. I remember putting that in. Is that to do like a... It must be to do a... let's see, a gas filter, right? So input... Yeah, I think that kind of looks the best. Hopefully they can... yeah, they should be able to reach that, so... Let's get those pipes going in, and this will just be temporary, obviously. Okay, so definitely this is not what I planned on doing. I can't remember what we had this for, but let's just deconstruct this for now. And then we'll do a... oops, actually that's not correct either. Whoops. We gotta have the filtered stuff going up here. That's right. So maybe it was something like... Well, I guess we could still do this. Yeah, we can still do it. We just need to go like that instead. There we go. We'll have to get basically this as well going. Some needs aren't being met. Is it just because of the body temperature? Pumping more hot water up here, so... I forgot we redesigned the the pump so that the water goes to the top, of course, which is what it should be doing. And then allowing it to just fall to the ground. At some point we do need to sweep this. Maybe that's what we're draining this area for, now that I think about it. Alright. Well, our duplicates have quite a lot of free time, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's move this bleach stone up here. It's not going to make much of a difference right now, but we'll get ready to get the chlorine back into this chamber. And the other nice part about this is, if we floor this off right here, then we can just create a walkway, right? And that way we do not have to worry about chlorine gas coming in here at all. We might have to actually put like a pump up here to get the chlorine to go back in eventually. Maybe it would be like right here actually instead. Actually, no, the chlorine would come all the way down here. Well, actually, since we're going up and then around, it would just fill into this area. So actually, I think we should be fine. We could just put like a gas pump right here. In fact, let's prep for that, right? Maybe we shouldn't. Kind of got to get this one going here. Although, honestly, there's not a whole lot of chlorine. Maybe we could just let this go for a while. It seems like it did actually flow into here, too. Maybe we're fine to just let that go for now. Okay. Love that the base has natural gas again. Looks like the chamber's actually almost fully pressurized again too, so it should last quite a long time. And honestly, we could expand our chlorine gas chamber just to add more volume of natural gas that we automatically store in here. Starting to wonder if this was actually a mistake altogether, having this room. It sounded good at the time, but maybe... I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the best idea. I suppose it wouldn't be too bad because we can use this to put natural gas into the gas range, which we plan on putting somewhere around here in the future. I think what we might do is open this area up and then allow the piping to come up through here instead of going through this nasty area, right? But probably we need to redesign this room a little bit more. Maybe we could probably afford to make it a little bit bigger, of course, too. Get more natural gas storage in here so we just effectively never have to worry about natural gas being available, right, for our gas range. That'd probably be a good idea. Maybe what we'll do is just, like, plan that out. Hopefully I remember. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I definitely don't remember what I was doing with these pipes. Is this not reachable? Yeah. There you go. So they're already using that, which is fine. because the polluted stuff will go to the top. Yeah. And maybe it does make sense just to have, like... Oh, I might have to think about that. I was thinking maybe we could have some, like, gas pumps to just shove polluted oxygen out when it, when there is polluted oxygen, right? But it seems like those pumps kind of run constantly, even if there's no, air that it's trying to target for removal, right? So we'll definitely have to put like a switch in. Can we get this like ASAP, please? Gotta get this going. This one too. Grabbing the pinch of pepper nuts. Yeah, I can't remember what we were going to use that for something, and then I didn't really see any recipes for it. I think it might be something that we need the gas range for. There might be more meals that we can create with that, as opposed to the generic electric grill that we have. Squeaky puffed? Oh, I think, yeah, that's right. We just won't look. If you don't look, it didn't happen, right? Right, we need power for that stuff. Yeah, and all of that's unpowered too. I kind of forgot about that, huh? So we'll just do one of these numbers. Honestly, I think we can just tear out all of this. Yeah, let me cancel that. We're gonna put a door here, and then we're actually just gonna lock this, actually. That way, they only get in up here. And then, let's see. We'll also... well, let's let them finish this stuff first. Let's get the power going here. I don't think we need this wire. Right? Yeah. Get some materials back. I mean, particularly this copper is the most important thing. This too can go. I like how Lyra's just kind of going through here, even though there's a oxygen mask checkpoint. I wonder why that is. Is it because she came in through here or something first? I mean, eventually we're going to solve that problem, but... And then how do they get over here, actually, now that I think about it? Are they like, Oh, that's right, they can climb up fire poles. Let's just mine that out. Kind of forgot about that. That's a huge icy area, actually. A lot of sleet-wheat grain, too. It might make more sense, instead of, like, growing these things, to actually just go and harvest them from the wild. Like what we do, obviously, with the pinch of pepper nut. And then other things, too, like, terrible things to grow. Like, the dust caps. I can't seem to find those right now. But the sleet-wheat grain might be another one of those things where it's just better to go into the super cold area, pick it up, and then walk out, right? This Draco is dying from cold. It's a terrible way to go. I'm told it was quite cold in parts of Europe this last week, so my heart goes out to them. The cold sucks. The cold sucks. What kind of temperature? Oh yeah, they need carbon dioxide, right? So that thing's never going to grow. We might as well just mine that thing out. Take the gold amalgam. Brain Fries is still wearing pajamas and dreaming. Oh, maybe it won't be 7 cycles. Actually, looks like it'll be a lot less than that, huh? It's down to 100. Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like 3 or 4 more cycles. So I guess we'll see what happens there with that. Might not be a bad idea to snapshot like all of their traits and whatnot, just so that we can see. You know what I mean? Stress has been completely removed from our base, so we don't even really need these massage tables anymore, but obviously we'll leave them in there, so if we do need them in the future, it will be there. I have learned that lesson now. Don't just pull stuff away, because you don't need it right now, you know what I mean? Yeah, so let's see. So let's get this done right away. And then let's, I guess, target, maybe not yellow alert target, but like try to get these wires to finish quicker. Max should be on it, but you know, sometimes he just needs a reminder about what's important. And this is definitely it, because I don't know how much longer the Slickster is going to last. It seems like he's able to... Yeah, it's not so much chlorine that carbon dioxide does not exist in here at all, so he's just kind of ignoring the chlorine gas, but we got to get it out of here for us, you know what I mean? This is not good stuff. Sage hatch. Sounds like breakfast to me. Let's do one of those. Oh, I see. It has 2 separate... okay, so you can actually put in separate settings for each different type of egg. Alright. Actually, how old is our sage hatch? Yeah, he's still young. He's going to lay another egg for sure, so we'll eat this one. Alright, this Dreco can get relocated into this room. And then, after we do that, we'll lock the store, basically. Alright, so this should be getting the chlorine gas out of the area. And then obviously the carbon dioxide will go over here and then fall right back down, so shouldn't be a problem. Some of it might get lost to the void down here since we leave this door open now. Eventually we'll get back to opening this up to heading eastward to see if we can spot anything interesting. Besides like little alien-esque patches of oxalate in the asteroid. It'd be nice to do this biobot stuff, but I think it said it needed things that we don't have. Yeah, zombie spores and steel. So it would be neat to have a drone, you know what I mean, that just walks around and does stuff for us. Okay, so this will now be locked. Yep. Gas fine, it says is overpressurized. There's a lot of chlorine waiting to go out there, but none of it's happening. So maybe let's just move this out of the way. Or is it because the other gases are in here? Yeah, so the usual issue where we have to have a system to pump gases back out. Trying to think of how we could do this. Because obviously the gases that we would want to pump out of this room will be the ones that float to the top, right? So we'd want a gas pump like up here. And then I mean, I think we would just pump it into this area. I mean, this area is pretty full of gas in general. So I don't know if that would work out that well, to be honest. It'd be nice if we could, like... Obviously this isn't possible, but it'd be nice if we could, like, just pump gas to, like, space. You know what I mean? Like, just get it to a vacuum, like, just delete the gas. Especially with chlorine in particular, because it seems like there's no real way to use it, if that makes sense. Like, it just grows. And in fact, we should probably get rid of the bleach stone altogether. It looks like they actually did that, so I'm kind of glad that actually happened. But we do need to get at least some bleach stone out here in order to get the chlorine gas running after we... what we'll do is we'll deconstruct these two things. And then we'll wall this off. And then we can unlock this, deconstruct all of these things. And then maybe actually we could... Yeah, now that I think about it, we could do... something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I think they should be able to reach this one too. Maybe not. Could be unreachable just because of the rock here. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that is too high. Right. Well, we could do right here and then put the put another vent right here instead. That might make a little bit more sense. That way we're should have more room to not more room, but more a lighter gas volume up here, right? So that more likely to be able to get some of this chlorine out of here because it's actually full right now. Yeah, there's got to be some way that we can use chlorine, but I think we've looked at this. We've looked at this table quite a few times. Yeah, I guess the Dasha salt vine. So now I guess I'm kicking myself, you know, that we didn't get one of these. Actually, did we Dasha salt vine? Let's see. No. Oh no, it does say we do have 1 seat available. And they don't need anything else, right? Yeah, the game's running while we're looking at this, so... Large amounts of salt to balance the levels of water in its body. The end of the vine is coated in microscopic formations. Right. Yeah, so they just need sand. They actually don't need water, it looks like. Yeah, they consume chlorine gas and then form sodium deposit. So we can just create salt. I guess that's pretty much like the only way to get rid of them. Oh, and then Pakus actually eat the salt. Oh no, they eat the seed. Oh, that's interesting. We eat salt. It's great, actually. Oh, you need it too. Salt, gold, creates a bunch of worthless stuff. Salt can create table salt. So that's probably what we would use it for. Table salt would give us probably some really nice meals. Oh, and then we could also deodorize or deoxidize rust to get iron out of it. With a little bit of a bonus of oxygen. Okay, so yeah, I think maybe Dasha salt vines. They are able to go up here, right? Oh, I see. It's nighttime again. Okay, fair enough. It's hard to tell in an asteroid. The days just kind of blend together. So if we do... Obviously, we only need one for now. And actually, it could be right here, too. But let's just do it right here. Yeah, because we got to get this chlorine out of here. Super important. And the Dasha salt vines would effectively allow us to control, so to speak, chlorine. Because right now we just don't have a means of controlling it. By that I mean like getting rid of it. It would be nice, man, if we could just like hit the edge of the map and then just eject gases as we see fit. Maybe one day, I don't know. Just looking around to see if we can spot anything else that might be interesting to us. There are obviously a few things. I'd like to finish looking into here. I mean, there is a cabinet right here, so maybe there is like steel and then zombie spores. Ooh, there's even a clock. It's no longer ticking though. Creepy. What's going on in here? You see this movement, guys? That's a very creepy noise. It's also a very creepy motion. I'm gonna stop looking at that. I'm guessing that's a biobot, but it kind of looks like a ghost instead. So yeah, right now they're going, you know what, let's unlock this for now. Let's just get the room done, right? And then we will... And then we'll lock this up and then deconstruct basically all of this. And I think that'll work out. It'll take a long time to move over here, but the benefit is we do not have to control the gases in this room, really. We will have to pump out... We'll have to pump out the polluted oxygen, I think, at some point. Although, actually, the pinch of pepper nuts are growing in this. So that's... interesting. The balm lilies won't, though, because they need chlorine gas. But they're also... all the balm lilies are at the bottom. So maybe we can suffer to have a little bit of polluted oxygen here. But yeah, eventually we're going to have to... we're probably going to have to create like a pump at the top and then like just pump it down into this area or something. Speaking of which, I see no reason why we can't just leave this open. So let's do that. And let's just do this for now since we don't plan on looking at that for a while. How does this work with two vents? Okay, yeah, so the gas will just simply start moving to the next vent, I guess, in the line, if this one's overpressurized. Well, I guess we'll see what happens then. Will it actually come out on the other side? Yep, looks good. So, problem, of course, will be that the gas will just flow back down here, so... let's see. Let's deconstruct this ladder, deconstruct this fire pole as an emergency. And then we need to construct... what is this? Igneous rock? We'll make it out of igneous rock. We don't care. Make that also high priority. And then high priority. And awesome, the Dreco is going to where he belongs. Let him do that first. Okay, he's gonna get shoved out of that. Hopefully he's not trapped. Okay, good. Alright, so technically this area is useless now. What's a mirth leaf again? What? Oh, people just like it. It just looks nice. Okay. Deleted. I mean, I guess we could leave this balm lily in here too, but honestly, I think we should just wipe out all of this. In fact, I'm going to delete this gas vent. Yeah, chlorine, not very fun to just stand in, Max. In case you're wondering why you have eye irritation. Alright, so yeah, so the gas should be flowing up here. Should be just chlorine. And then eventually we'll have to worry about getting the gases out of here, but I think with a... Wait. Oh, that's right. They grow. I didn't even pay attention to the direction. Whoops. Okay, so they grow like this. It's kind of creepy, to be honest. How do you do that, though? It says it's unreachable. Wait. Why does it say unreachable, actually? Oh, okay. I don't know what that was about. Oh, right, because the oxygen mask checkpoint wasn't available. I constantly forget that's like a strange interaction in the game. It makes sense. It's just it's a bit disingenuous with the words unreachable, right? Maybe they could do like inaccessible instead. Probably be a little bit more correct. These are semantics, though, right? Yeah, let's just wall this back up, and then... Yeah. Balmul is already starting to like what's going on here. Some of them are actually complaining about the pressure. Needs to be higher, I guess, right? Yeah, so we do have to actually get the other gases out of this room. So it... Long story short, it looks like we're creating the same... long story short, it looks like we're creating the same system that we had originally, but it should work a little bit nicer for us now, I think. It'll be a lot longer, too, which means more copper. You know, eventually we do need to actually mine this anyway. Maybe that's something that we do soon. Crack this open, mine all this out, and then put the, you know, gas pump, like right here or something. It doesn't matter where we put it. I guess we could put like right here, I guess. It looks like they're idle, so yeah, only one person can get there at a time. I think... Is that fine, actually? Because I think we could... What else do we need to do? We need to probably do a whole... So we have to decide first, where do we want the gas to go, right? And honestly, I would like to poke a hole in this. Maybe it just makes sense to do that, huh? So if we... If we do this, all of this chlorine will fall down here. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the best approach is here. There's just so many different gas types, and we can only filter out one thing at a time. No, that's actually not true. We could have 2 gas filters across the same pipe and then direct them. Because I'm thinking it would be nice to get the polluted oxygen to come over here, but then also nice to get the carbon dioxide to go right here. And so I'm thinking like we build like a gas pump or something wherever the top of this room will be. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get all the gas out of here, right? Let it fall into here. And then seal it. And then decide where the top will be. Probably something like right here, maybe. Like, yeah, right here or something. And then put a pipe through somewhere. This might have to, like, snake around a bit. Or we do, like, gas bridges or something like that. My other concern is that we do have a lot of gas in this area too, right? So polluted oxygen probably won't go over here very easily. Yeah, it's kind of a strange scenario that we have here. Maybe it's a simple one and I'm just making it out to be more difficult than it really is. Well, I suppose as long as we have like a pump that pushes the air right here, we could just have like a deodorizer right here, or like 2 of them maybe even. Like actually just bridge this right here and then have like 2 deodorizers, which should catch most, if not all of it. And we could just have basically all of the gas that is not chlorine come over here, and then we could have that on a switch. Maybe that's just what we do for now. It's like the simplest approach, I guess. And obviously all we'd have to do is like bridge like right over here or something. Oh yeah, let's see. Can we do the... Still can't do that. Plot orientation downward. Maybe we don't actually... It says we do have 1 seat available. Let's just check that, I guess. Dasha, yeah. Is it... Maybe it won't let us grow it because it does not detect the appropriate gas in the area right now. So let's try to solve that problem first, I guess. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, so we got to get... luckily, it looks like this area is working pretty well right now. Let's see. I think we could put like a little, yeah, power switch right here. It's honest. Actually, do we even need... we'll leave it in there, but yeah, I don't think we'll need this anymore. Trying to leave stuff in that we've used in the past. Mine this out, allow this carbon dioxide to... I guess it'll just fall down here. Yeah. It doesn't matter, actually, because it's just going to fall down here anyway. You know, I'm starting to think maybe one of the big issues that we're facing is we're trying to make everything centralized to, like, where our transport is. And you're probably better off, like, dealing with, like, certain gases and whatnot in areas that are just like completely segmented, just like our like how we learned with our farming area. We should have our farming like completely segmented from the actual like um, common areas where we like climb ladders and you know what I mean, like move around the base. So we should probably look at segmenting things a bit better. Obviously, this was nice when we first built it because we were able to get down here and do the work on it. But now it's kind of like a liability because we're trying to get more polluted oxygen to come through here and eventually flow its way into the base. However, obviously any of the other gases that we would like to use are probably just going to fall down here and go virtually into the void, right? So I guess there's just like two sides of everything, you know what I mean? Not exactly sure where I was going with that. Other than I think it makes sense to definitely like think about your room arrangement when you're planning out like an area where you're going to be dealing with certain gases. I guess we're no longer analyzing this. He still says he... Oh, that's right. He still says he's confined. I think we bailed on this originally, but yeah, we do want to finish and at least analyzing this for now. This thing's not emitting gas. That's kind of weird. Oh, no. It is periodically? Oh. We can go in there right now, though. What we might do temporarily is disable this checkpoint. So we kind of want to get up here and start knocking out work. Take care of this. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is... Yeah, because what does the dust cap need? Dust cap, I thought, said it needed carbon dioxide, right? Yeah. Is there any carbon dioxide in the room? No. So maybe that's not the problem. Or maybe it does actually need water, and I didn't notice. Let me see. Gosh. I mean, it did say water in, like, the description. So it needs a supply of chlorine gas. Wait. Does it need... Does it need, like... Yeah, it must be irrigated through liquid piping, so... Yeah, there's no farm tile for, like... With, like, gases. I think I'm just being stupid right now, so... I mean, it does not say that we need water, but maybe it does. Maybe that's the problem. Would be really nice if it could tell me why it can't do this. This one can't grow because it's too tall, right? But this one can't grow for some reason. Requires downward plot orientation. Is it because... Do we have to rotate it? Oh... Okay, God. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. At least we figured it out, right? I hope that's... I'm pretty sure that's the reason, right? It's gotta be. I should have noticed with the, you know, the whole arrow pointing up thing. Build that right now, because I'm super curious. No, don't leave, Max. No. Who's gonna get to it next? Burt, maybe. There's dirt literally right here. Come on, man. What are we idling here for? Because we have the oxygen mask checkpoint disabled, they're just like, oh, this is a great place. Ay, ay, ay. This thing is still powered, right? Yeah, okay, good. Because I'm sure it'll be working quite a bit right now. Luckily, these mechanized airlocks are working, so the amount of leakage is pretty light. And honestly, a little bit of polluted oxygen is not going to kill them. It doesn't kill us. And now we got Nisbet on the job. She takes forever to construct things. It's not really her forte. Alright, there we go. Okay, alright. Ridiculous. So, let's just build like 4 of these. And then obviously we'll probably continue it. Like, just mine all this out and then do like another 5 or something. But we're in no rush. We only have 1 seed after all, anyway. Yeah, let's let them mine this out. It says it's unreachable, but I don't think that's true. Is it? Maybe it is because it's 2 tiles up. They're not like cancel uproot. Maybe these things. Oh, they do need 3 long. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, let's not kill our pension pepper nuts. Line that out too, just to make sure they can get to this. Yeah, so it doesn't like the oxygen issue. Let me think here. So, yeah, let's do this. Let's just mine all of this out. And then, obviously, some gas will fill up here. But if it overpressurizes up here, it will eventually push down and then over to this area, which is where I think we're going to have the pump. And again, now that I look at this, we probably want to mine out all of this algae too. And honestly, we would probably want to continue. Let's just open this up right now. And then, yeah, because I mean, it looks like it even continues a little bit further. We could let this all die and then just seal this off, like right here. And then seal, obviously, right here as well. I don't know how big we want to leave, you know what I mean, our operations here. Starting to see a little bit more eastward, but yeah, it looks like just more frozen area. Nothing else over here. More salt, so there's probably some pokey shells over here too. It's kind of cool. Harvest these things. I don't know if we can even reach these, but eventually I think we will. I think this should be the limit right here. I think we could just knock out all of this. Like, I mean, it's just like 1 more pinch of pepper nut, and yeah, we don't need any of that. I think what we will do, though, is mine it out to allow the chlorine to come over here as well. And then to have another floor up here. Honestly, yeah, let's just kind of like... Let's just mine... We know we're going to want to mine all this algae anyway, so let's do that. We're out of algae, actually, so... kind of important. Yeah, we've been neglecting the base. Just grab more free slime. Make sure that machine keeps running too. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Stop that one. Let the water fill into here. It is super hot. It's actually heating the air quite nicely down here, which is perfect. It's not heating this air up here, so it is actually a little bit, but. So maybe maybe what we should do now that we're not doing anything in this room, now that I think about it. Actually, what the heck? Why is there meat down here? Hopefully we're able to relocate oxalate up here too. And then I think what we should do is... deconstruct these ladders and then put in insulated tile. So we'll make sure that gets done for sure before we do anything else. Glad I noticed this. We're almost like completely full on water. That would have been really bad. Food poisoning has declined dramatically, so that's great. Says there's no light. Oh no, it's the body temperature issue. Yeah, it's not hot enough up here. So we did gain some things to actually create heat in the air. Starting to wonder if there's a better way to do this, though. I mean, eventually I think we're probably going to redesign all of this anyway, so maybe we just think about it then. But right now, we're not getting any of this food either. So the bristle blossoms are doing nothing. Let's see what this is. Briar seeds? Are briars just like cool trees? Seed of a bluff briar. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's just a... Oh, they thrive in areas where the bristle blossom is present due to a chemical that the bristle blossom emits, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't look like it actually does anything, though, so... Growth altered atmosphere still. Yeah, so there, just because there is polluted oxygen in here, it's a problem. So yeah, that's... Yeah, I'm hoping we can actually deal with this issue, now that I think about it. We'll let them continue to do their work. We gotta make sure that... Pending move. Hopefully they can get to this stuff, guys. Not gonna queue anything else. Hopefully someone's doing this. They can't actually get down here anymore. Sweet. Let's turn this off for now too, just in case, because it looks like we already have quite a lot of water in here. I think they should still be able to go down there, but... Why is the pipe blocked? What? Oh, yeah, up here. Sure. Yeah, I think everything's working as intended. Crazy how we have plenty of water now. Maybe we could start to think about, you know, using water, right? I know that was like a bottleneck for stuff like this. So might as well start researching again because I'm pretty sure all research used water and electricity. Yeah, dirt. 50 kilograms actually per research point, but we have 145 tons, so I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Yeah, I'm trying to think about what we're gonna do to get gas out of here. I think the best solution might be to like put in another piping system over here and then just have polluted oxygen be right here, and then it just hits the deodorizers before it comes down. But I don't know, it seems kind of like not exactly great, you know what I mean? Eventually we're going to take out all of this too, but we're leaving it in there because we're still doing like construction efforts and might want to change how we're doing stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think all of this can probably go here in the near future. Frankly, I think all of this could go now. I think it could. All right, did we... Okay, we swept everything. Perfect, so... Deconstruct... Yes, deconstruct this one, sweep this, put the insulated tile in, and then sweep this one, put the insulated tile in. Or deconstruct this one, and then put the tile in, yep. So it'll work. Let's set this to high priority because I want to get this done while I'm still thinking about it. Okay, someone's doing it already. Sweep that thing, please. Someone should be able to get to that pretty quickly. I don't think there's any way of... Oh, no, there is, actually. But someone's already grabbing it. Okay. And then, honestly, we could probably... mine these two out and then make these insulated tiles as well. Just to prevent the heat from radiating out from here, too. I don't really think that's a problem. Well, yeah, I don't know. It might be. Let's just kind of prepare to do that, too. I mean, insulated tile just uses granite. It's not... It doesn't cost us anything more, really. Oh, whoops. I meant to do 9. Cancel. Do this one. Whoops. I messed that up. I was just planning on preparing to have him do it after he is finished with his current task, but he's just like, oh, wait, that's the emergency. I gotta get that done right now. Bails on his task and just does it. I mean, he behaved properly. I didn't, but it's just funny to see. Like, no, not right now. Just next, man. Just next. Actually, cancel that. Let's mine this too. And then we'll put that tile down here and then stack this one up here. We could deal with this later. Not a big deal. Did we grab... Let's see. Where were we going to get the algae from? Oh, yeah, that's right. We were going to grab it from up here. We did grab some of it already. Honestly, we need more. The slime machine's working, so we are getting some algae from that. The diffusers are running, so that's all we really care about. But yeah, they are starting to run low, it looks like. Brain fries is moving in. Okay, does one thing and then refuses to elaborate, gets yucky lungs, and then leaves. Nice. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We got the long commutes stuff going on right now, too, just because we have a very bad route that we're taking into this, but I think this will be better in the long run because, like I said, we don't have to worry about controlling gas so much. Very cool. Dasha's salt vine does have at least enough chlorine gas periodically to grow. So that's good. We still do have to... Well, gosh, maybe we don't have to worry about it too much, huh? Where did all the polluted oxygen go, actually? Oh, you know what? We're probably breathing it in when we're in here. Maybe we don't have to worry about all that. Let's do this. Yeah, we'll use more of the igneous rock since we have a lot of it. I kind of want to put... I kind of want to... Actually... I kind of want to seal this up, like, right here. Yeah, they can't really reach it, but we can solve that problem. Eventually, carbon dioxide will probably fill in here as we go in and out of here. I think all of these are set to enable. These might not be. I mean, I guess we could, yeah, I mean, we're not planning on going east yet, so we might as well set that to enable as well, because I think we should be able to get to that without any extra effort, right? I don't even really think we need that many balm lilies at all, to be honest. Maybe this is, like, way overkill. Probably is. You know, it's kind of cool. Like, we could actually redo this ladder going straight up right here along with a fire pole system. And then maybe even think about having, like, a separate chamber, you know, and whatnot to keep the gases out and whatnot. But, yeah, we could probably grab, like, all this sleet wheat stuff that grows here, too. That's 18 grains. It's in a deep freeze. Sterile environment. Yeah, we might have to look carefully at this too, because I'm assuming as soon as we enter, obviously, we're going to bring heat with us. We're probably going to destroy this environment, so... I have to be really careful when we try to tap into this stuff. Wolframite? What is wolframite? Ferrous manganese? Is that what that is? Ferrous, manganese, W... it's been a while. W. I'm really cranking my brain right now, but it's just not coming to me. Let's see. Anyway. Wolframite is a dense metallic element in a solid state. Ooh, a source of tungsten. Dude, that's awesome. So we can get tungsten in this game. Yeah, I was going to say, tungsten is a super hard metal. So, and yeah, it doesn't melt at all, really. So it's really good for certain industries. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so we can just make tungsten. Wow, that's really nice. Would be good to get a metal refinery. What did I remember that we wanted to do a metal refinery in the past? Is it just because of the power requirements that we didn't want to do that? Oh, dude, this thing is huge too. 3 wide by 4. I think it was just the power requirements, right? Industrial machinery. It says it needs a liquid input and output too, so what's that about? Significantly heats and outputs the liquid piped into it. What liquid though? Is it just going to use water to do it? Is that the part of the process? I kind of want to build one of those right now, man. That is some heavy industry. Yeah, I think we did have to pull that out because we just didn't have power. Power is no longer a concern. I'm thinking about actually removing the wood burner for now, and then we'll put in the heavy machine right here, which will really be nice for our slickster down here, because I'm guessing a lot of that heat's going to radiate down here into this room. Hopefully there's enough carbon dioxide now. Seems like we had a huge carbon dioxide problem, and now it's just straight up gone. Probably because the coal generator is not running anymore. I guess these coal generators are really dirty. I mean, they are in real life, obviously, so... How did this guy get over here? Go back into here. What the heck? Oh, yeah, that's right. He was over here, wasn't he? I don't know if they've been over here or not. Doesn't... no, yeah, it doesn't look like they have... Is it? Oh, it's because we have a oxygen mask checkpoint, but the oxygen mask dock is... I see. So no matter what, if you want to use an oxygen mask dock, you have to pump gas into it. I mean, I don't know. Do we actually care that much? You know what I mean? I think we were originally planning on using this room, but kind of have our chlorine gas operations over here, which make more sense because we get the free pinch of pepper nuts too. So it's kind of like this chlorine gas vent is kind of like a waste, you know what I mean? It's kind of in a bad spot, really, because it's like surrounded by other stuff that just we can't make use of the chlorine, you know? I don't know. Maybe it would have been better to have a maybe it would have been better to actually put our dash of salt vines in here, to be honest, because like for sure chlorine gas would be no problem in this room. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe that would have made more sense actually. 'Cause it's a lot easier to get over here. Yeah, I don't know. Probably would have made more sense than what we're doing over here. But we kind of need this area anyway for the, like I said, the pinch of pepper nuts, so not too worried about it. This thing's already at 20%. It is having some trouble keeping the chlorine gas going, but I think eventually we're gonna be able to deal with that. Do these Drecos also use chlorine gas? I kind of forgot they do create reed fiber as well if you shear them. That's cool. I don't know if they actually consume gas. I mean, it doesn't say, and most things do say if they do, so I'm going to assume that they don't actually use the gas. So I think we're fine to leave them in here anyway. We're not actually using the pinch of pepper seeds anyway right now, so we don't really mind if they eat stuff, you know? And plus, they're a meat source, right? So we do have access to the room, so we can do that. I think it might make sense to, if we unlock this, the problem will be then that the chlorine comes over here and then just falls down into here, right? And then eventually over here. So that's not going to be, that's a no-go. We have to come into it from up here like this. But, yeah, we might be able to make a better solution for this here too, but I think it's time to put in I've been trying to think of like where I want to put this. So this will be the top for sure. This will actually be the top if we leave that in here. That is a really strange noise. I don't know what that is. I don't want to mess with whatever it is. Oh, yeah, that poor Draco. He's going to live out the rest of his days up here. Actually, I guess he could survive. Does he eat balm lily? Oh yeah, he eats balm lily, so maybe he'll survive, actually. We're still at 0 kilograms of algae, which is kind of strange because, yeah, we're like mining. There's 25 kilograms right there. Maybe we're just using a lot of it right now, I don't know. Speaking of using a lot of it, I think we could probably tap into this now. Kind of continue our adventure here. Let's do this first. Well, I guess, yeah, it doesn't make any difference. We'll mine down to here and then pick all this up. And then, like, puncture, like, right here, I think. Just so we don't have water overflowing up top here. I think that should work out. Okay, yeah, so this thing doesn't need to run anymore, so we'll turn that off. It's just a waste of power. Let's put in our metal refinery. That sounds pretty nice. Yes, what does it like just use water? Maybe we should put it like right here. Uses duplicate operation too, in addition to 1200 or yeah, 1200 watts of power. It's kind of crazy. I have a bad feeling about this because I'm not sure how much heat it's gonna create. You know what I mean? Maybe it'd be more appropriate to like put it down here or something, like right here, and then have the insulated tiles surrounding it. Yeah, that would actually probably make a lot more sense because let me get this deconstructed first, and I'll talk. Okay, because we can very easily just attach the water input to right here, and then we can, yeah, we'll have to figure out what the water output is. That's the thing. It doesn't actually say what's going to happen here. It just says that it heats and outputs the liquid piped into it. So is it just because that it needs water to actually, you know, superheat the metal, and then basically the output is still water? You know what I mean? It could be something like that. But it might also be like polluted water too. I don't know. This will also be nice too because then obviously it'll continue to heat this area, and obviously maybe we can get closer to the Slickster enjoying his life around here a little bit more. It is actually 55 degrees right here, so I'm surprised he's... Oh, is he warming up right now? Oh, I see. It takes a while. So they too have their own specific heat capacity, whereas it's not like they need to be in 50-degree temperature area. They just need to, their internal body temperature has to be over 50 degrees. So that might be difficult because he comes over here to get, you know, carbon dioxide and whatnot. Well, maybe it's a good thing we don't have as many Slicksters as we used to have because we don't really have carbon dioxide anymore. It's kind of weird. A little bit strange. Yeah, they're chilling. Okay, so apparently they're done? No. Oh, it's just the night shift. So right now they're just relaxing. He's got a full bladder, but so maybe they are running into problems with the number of lavatories. Maybe we do have to add a fourth one up here. Because there's a bit of congestion, you know what I mean? And actually, it might make sense to think about the hand sanitizers, too. Then wash basins, yeah. I'm assuming that's going to be the sink that it's talking about. But then again, I mean, this is kind of like a nice system that we have going on here. Creates new water like that. I mean, yeah, the other thing is, like, yeah, that's right, because both of them will create polluted water. So it kind of doesn't even make sense, really. I mean, would there be any benefit to doing this, you know what I mean? Not sure. So let's see. Yeah, I really do wonder what water it's going to output. You know what I mean? I guess, yeah, might as well. FAFO is what they call it, right? So yeah, we can easily do this, because this is the clean water. Yeah. Right? Is that how we'd want to do things here? I think that's fine. And then this with a liquid bridge. Says it's unreachable. Oh yeah, it is unreachable. Dang it. Yeah, we have to go back down here again. And then that also means we have to build another ladder again. Feels bad. We also have to sweep this again. We'll also have to run power too. And now that I think about it, it says it needs 1.2 kgs. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, so we can't hook that up to our regular power grid. Because the regular wires will overload at 1,000. So it needs to be on heavy watt. Or a conductive wire. Many duplicates prefer the look of conductive wire to the regular raggedy stuff. Oh, I see. So it's just nicer looking. So, yeah, and then because of how we have the circuits ran right now, well, we could redo how the circuits are ran. Instead of like running it up through here to these generators, we could just run it straight across along here. And then we could do... Oh, you have to do a heavy watt joint plate, that's right. Yeah, I think it needs its own power system. Yeah, there's no way to get... Yeah, there's no way to get it through, because we can't do... because of this circuit right here. We can't, there's no way to bridge this because the only option that we have is a heavy watt joint plate, which has to be run through the wall. And either way, it doesn't allow you to bridge over any of this stuff. So would be really nice to just be able to hook this up over here. Starting to think maybe that means then that we have to come back over here for it. And then we can just straight up run power cable right off of here up to it. That would work, wouldn't it? Yeah, then we have to have a longer pipe. I don't know. Maybe what we do is, yeah, it really sucks that we have this circuit in the way, you know what I mean? Why is there a bridge here anyway? Doesn't need to be there, I don't think. So what we could do instead is run this one along here. And then... No, that wouldn't work. Well, we could run it... This one could actually, we could move it all the way down here instead. And this one could come down here and then up. Yeah, that would technically work. Yeah, that would technically work. Do I want to do all that, or would it just would it simply be better to... Would it simply be better to run like a coal generator right here and then just have it on its own independent circuit, you know what I mean? Jeez, I don't know. That's a tough one. Let's just knock out all of this for now. We swept that. We did all of that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking... we would actually need two to keep it powered, actually. Yeah, kind of makes sense to... And we don't have enough crude oil to, you know, try to build a power source out of that. That would actually make a lot of sense too, actually. I mean, yeah, how much does an oil generator... Oh, that's right. You first need to refine it into petroleum. And then petroleum. Yeah, petroleum generator. There we go. Generates a lot of heat. Creates a lot of power too, though. A lot of carbon dioxide, a lot of polluted water. And it uses 2 kilograms per second. Yeah, so we would not be able to run that for any real length of time. Oh gosh, this kind of sucks, man. I feel like we could definitely rewire things and then get the heavy watt to come down here. I think that probably would be beneficial in the long run. How much copper do we have? We do have a bit of copper. Oh, man. Yeah, I think we should probably do this. So, what we're going to do is we're going to come on down like this. And then we'll... Yeah, then we will deconstruct basically all of this power wire. Yeah, up to here, and then this one can come down. Actually, this goes up here. Yeah, that's right. So actually, we would probably flip this device over to this other circuit, and then yeah, and then just basically wire this one like straight up through here into this. That would probably make more sense. That would allow us then to run this heavy watt basically directly over with impunity. So I think that's what we'll have to do. For now, I think we'll put in like a ladder system. And we don't need to be down here anymore. Maybe we do? No, I don't think we need to. Let's just wall that off. I guess we could do diagonals like this. Should be fine. Awaiting cool. Oh no, that's right. It needs coolant, not liquid water. Oh, that's right. Ay, ay, ay. I forgot about that. Yeah, it specifically needs coolant. Yeah, that's right. It needs this stuff. Right? I don't know. Maybe it can use water? I'm pretty confused. Just says 400 kilograms of liquid must be present in storage to begin production. But I don't know. The fact that it says coolant in particular suggests maybe it actually needs the coolant. Industrial grade coolant. I don't know. Maybe we could try it with just water. I mean, worst case scenario is we just shut it off. Maybe that's what we do first is we just we build one of these generators right here. And then yeah, maybe well, we kind of already did this. So let's finish what we started there anyway. We can still use this area for industrial machinery anyway. So it's not a bad thing that we did that, but you know, anything that needs like more than 1 kilowatt of power, right? Why do I always have trouble finding the overlays? All right. So yeah, so I think yeah, we should still probably do this anyway. And then deconstruct all of this. Might as well deconstruct all of this as well, including that. Yeah, might as well just do all that. Oh, we did make some of these wires out of gold. I guess we got it like that, you know what I mean? I'm not complaining. You know, we're rich out here, all right? Yeah, so I kind of want to hook up. Well, I guess you know what? We might as well just run the whole thing and then see how it works. We might need more. Might need more copper. So I'm pretty sure this stuff uses copper, right? Oh no, it just uses copper ore. Never mind. Oh well, we got more coming. So power, we'll do heavy watt. Let's see. After, let's see, we gotta wire the new thing down here. And then deconstruct that wire. And then I think we can just go straight down with it, right? Yeah. And then once all that's done, we can reclaim all of this. So that'll leave us area where we can do heavy industry. Technically 2 floors, basically, that we can do some heavy industry stuff in. So that's good. Okay, we got our gas range now, too. I don't know where we should put that, to be honest. What does it use? It uses natural gas, of course, but then I guess it doesn't do any output, so that's cool. Yeah, I think it might make sense to pump the natural gas from here up here into it. And then just, I mean, we could even have the gas range up here, to be honest. Right here. I think that would probably be appropriate. Let's just put that there for... Ooh. Will that prevent them from going down this ladder? I don't think it will. Okay. Yeah, it does say coolant. I don't know, man. I'm starting to think... I'm starting to think it needs that super coolant stuff. And I almost think we ran into this problem in the past, too. But then again, I don't think we ever tried it, either. And it just says liquid, you know what I mean? I don't know. And it even says that here as well. Like, will water work? I'm torn. I kind of think it won't, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. There's no way of knowing, I suppose. Just one of those experiments we have to do for the sake of science. And I guess if we can't use it, then this whole operation was a waste of time. Our Dasha salt vine's growing. We kind of completely forgot about this whole train of activity. But everything's growing here, so I think I'm content to leave it as is. We can obviously adjust as time goes on here. And yeah, we don't have any problems at all. I think we could probably knock out all of this too. Not that it really matters, to be honest, either, now that I think about it. I mean, we're not going to get any extra premium materials from doing that work. So maybe I'll just leave it like this and then decide what we want to do with it later, because I don't think we need to do anything with this. In fact, I don't know, there's no actual reason to lock any of this either. We're not auto-harvesting that. We have no need to go in here whatsoever. We will grab the copper at some point, but yeah. Oh, this is totally an area that doesn't even need to exist anymore. It's completely irrelevant to us. Either way, though, we do have an advantage here. That's right, they won't be able to reach that. So yet again, we're deconstructing, I guess, this insulated tile this time. We've done this like a million times now. So yeah, so it's already wired straight up to that. Perfect. Yeah, and then we'll actually put this gas grill off of this circuit because this circuit has less load in general. So yeah, let's do that. And then deconstruct this wire. We're gonna get all this juicy gold, I guess, back. I was gonna say copper, but yeah, this will look nicer too, for sure. So, kind of glad we're doing this, even if we don't end up actually needing to. Right? We can do all this still. Yes. Yeah. Plus less wire near water, so we're in general just doing things a little bit better. No wire through a pitcher pump. Alright, that's the second printable, so that's how I know I've been playing the game probably too long. But I kind of want to finish this. Ooh, wait, hold on. Let's see. Well, this grill's gonna go soon, but yeah, we can't deconstruct that one because we gotta get the wire up here too. Yeah, so that's perfect. See with this too. I don't know if they can get to that at all anyway, but let's see what the game is gonna give us. Ah, perfect. The game sensed our distress, clearly. Even though it shouldn't be distress. I mean, we've got like crazy amounts of algae, but I guess we're just burning it. Yeah, I think once we get the algae out from here, then I think we could probably re-enable the oxygen mass checkpoint. Starting to wonder if there's a... Just kind of watching how they move. I'm trying to think if there's like a better way of doing this. I remember, I mean, we put this mesh tile in originally. I'm starting to think like we don't even need tile here, right? Oh yeah, we do, because we need to keep these guys inside the cage, right? Never mind. Mine this actually. And create another mesh tile right here as high priority. Kind of have to be careful with what we do here. Yeah, slime. Ooh, my favorite. Yeah, we can actually just go down. Those algae are staying. Yeah. The rest of it will just fall down here and we can grab it as well. So I guess it's working pretty good. It's going to use up some chlorine, so eventually we will want to have like a bleach stone somewhere in here. There's a lot of chlorine gas down here still too, but that's okay. I don't think we need to worry about it, frankly. I mean, it's down here in the oil chamber, like, who cares, right? Gotta stop, I gotta stop, like, reacting to every gas thing, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just fine if it's not, like, perfect, right? That's the problem, really, at the end of the day, is I'm a perfectionist, and it bites me way too often. I do wonder why we're chilling out in this room. Very strange behavior. A lot of iron ore here, too, that I think we might want to bridge over and grab. So just do something like that. Since they seem to be pretty bored, you know what I mean? Iron is nice. We can use it as a metal, maybe not in electrical stuff, but I'm sure there'll be some reason that we'll want to build things. Like right now, the gas range is being built out of gold amalgam. Like, what the heck is this, man? Yeah, build it out of iron ore. Crazy game. So yeah, we could start to probably reclaim some of our copper by, yeah, like, maybe not a battery. Battery might not be the best example, but yeah, like the microbe musher, we could just rebuild out of iron. We'll be dismantling this electric grill as well to get that power back. Oh, it is an invalid building location. So we could just put it like right here. We don't even need this wire at all, huh? Yeah, let's just, we can literally build it right in line. Right here. Yeah, of course it makes sense you can't build it over a ladder. Harold's got it through the wall. Just built different. Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, we'll try to finish up some of these analyses. That's right. This is not going to work. So we're going to disable this checkpoint and just basically allow our researcher... probably, maybe just kite. Nah, that's fine. We'll just watch it for a bit. As we get in here, we'll grab this bleach stone too. The chlorine gas will fill into here. It's actually a vacuum right now, so he's straight starving. Maybe I shouldn't be laughing about that. That's a bit mean. He's just like, oh, perfect. That's a lot of chlorine gas that came in. Okay. Okay, I think we're fine. Okay, no more in here for now. Okay. I think we're okay. We do have the bonus, since this is a little bit lower now, that the chlorine gas should settle down here first before trying to push its way over. I don't see anything that got through. Could you guys, like... I really wish I could set, like, low priority areas, like in Dwarf Fortress, for example. Please never stand there, you know what I mean? Of course, as soon as we enable this, she's already managed to burn herself. Great job. Congratulations. Seems like every time we want to try to, you know, analyze this thing, it just turns right on, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's only like 2/3 done, too, at the analysis, but... You know what's interesting to me? I think probably the most interesting thing to me in this game so far is the polluted oxygen has gone from this color in some areas to this color. I really don't know why. Just different shades in different areas, you know what I mean? It's very, very strange to me. I have no idea why. No clue. Yeah, so eventually we'll get a gas range. I wonder if we could... Can we copy our settings and then paste them into here? No. Sadly, that will not work. And actually, it looks like it uses... Oh, it actually cooks different things altogether. Ah. Okay. Well, we'll have to look at that into the next one. I think I've been playing a bit too long. You guys are probably getting tired of me, I would imagine. And Brain Fries, let's see, probably has a little bit more time before her dream finishes. Yeah, we'll probably end up looking at that in the next one. So she's only got 53 more seconds. That's probably like 2 more cycles or something like that. So I guess we'll find out what that does then. Hope you enjoyed as much as I have. It was a blast as always. Yeah, I think maybe we don't have to do anything about our chlorine area. So I think we've been able to kind of industrialize this a little bit. We'll continue, of course, and make adjustments as we need to. But honestly, I think it's going to work out pretty well with the simple change of making sure that we approach opposite the gas's flow direction, right? So we are approaching the room top side now because it is a bottom-facing gas. We'll have to remember that for hydrogen too. If we ever build a hydrogen tank, we want to go into the hydrogen tank at the bottom and the hydrogen is up here, right? So, I mean, I don't know why it took me so long to figure out these basic laws of physics. Especially like the Dasha salt vine thing, you know, point down if you want things to grow down. You know, I'm a bit slow, but we get there eventually. So, either way, though, we did make a number of upgrades to the base. We'll probably continue next episode. Look at getting our gas range up and running because good food makes happier duplicants. Stress itself has gone down to basically 0. It's not really a concern at all anymore, and we effectively have unlimited water now too. So we can maybe look at actually using some of that water to better serve us. So with all that said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.